I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Woo, child, tired of the bullshit. Gone, dust your shoulders off. Keep it moving, yes, Lord. Trying to get some new shit in there. Swimwear, going to the pool shit. Come now, come dry your eyes. You know you a star, you can touch the sky. I know that it's hard, but you have to try. If you need advice, let me simplify.
How you doing, guys? All right? All right. I'm okay. That was okay, but we're gonna need more. How are you guys doing tonight? Okay, that's it. That's the energy we need the entire night. Welcome to the show. This is a stand-up comedy 101 graduation class. Oh, there's some people coming in. We'll all look at them. Everyone look at them. We'll just come in, guys. Come in. You haven't missed anything. Come in. Quick. Why are you late? It's a stand-up comedy graduation course 101. These guys, all your friends and every single person on this show, I've been teaching them for the last 8 weeks. They came in with nothing. I have broken them. I have rebuilt them up. And I've been watching them, I swear to God, for the last couple of weeks, they've just been killing it. I'm very excited for you to see them all. They're in the back of the room. They were really nervous. They're pacing up and down. Do you want to give them a big round of applause so they can hear you? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's amazing. Well, my name's John Mostyn, and again, as I say, I'm their teacher, a professional stand-up comedian, and a professional Scottish person. Do we have okay, is anyone, so who's here to support their friends and family? Okay. This guy didn't clap. He didn't? Okay, you got flowers? That's not clapping, though. That's not clapping.
I support through.
Yeah. Can I get a little bit in the moment? A little tiny bit? Yeah, thank you. But perfectionist. There we go. That's better. I feel that. Okay. You got flowers? That's so nice. Who are you here to see?
Attila.
Attila. Oh, you got nice. Okay, brilliant. Amazing. Yeah, give up for Attila. Yeah. Here you go. Fuck yeah. Is anyone just here and they don't know what's going on? That'd be very unfortunate, just so you know. So yeah, these guys have never done stand-up comedy before. Stand-up comedy, very hard. It's very, I'm so proud of these guys. They're going to be so great. It's very hard, not for me, very easy for me. But what I need for you guys is whenever, come on guys, come on in. Don't worry. This guy's got a cup of tea. What the heck? What, you got some donuts and a cup of tea? What's going on here? What you got? Churros and a cup of tea? What the fuck is this, like Dunkin' Donuts or some shit? That's great. That's why you were late. You're like, I need some fucking churros for the show. Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many more people coming in. Here we go, one. Come on. Don't worry, no one's looking at you. Make some noise if you've never been to a comedy show before. You've all been to a comedy show before? You've never been? That's why I said make some noise. That's okay, make some noise, you know, yeah? You're like, I'm not fucking doing anything, you say. You're like, please don't talk to me. Who are you here to see? Who are you here to see? I'm talking to you. Yeah. You're here to see Desmond? Okay, nice, okay. I just want to, you've never been to a comedy show before? Okay, but yeah, the one you clapped. There you go, there you are. There you go, I just want to get the practice in so you know, okay? What else? What should I ask you guys? Anyone here not from Canada? We all Canadian, where are you from?
India.
You're from India? How long you lived in Canada?
4 years.
4 years? Nice. You like it?
Yeah.
Nice. No more, I'm not the immigration, come on, relax. Like, yes, nice, no more questions, please. What brought you to Canada?
Studies mainly.
Studies? What are you studying?
Computer science.
Computer science, nice. Who are you here to see tonight?
Chilla.
Chilla? Nice. Fuck yeah. Nice. Anyone else here to see Chilla? Yeah, clap. I don't want to see any hands up. This isn't school. Just clap, whoop, have a good time. Let me give you, I want to just say, and I want to just be serious for a minute, just because these guys have been working hard for the last 8 weeks. Please, I don't mind when I'm on stage, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but when these comics are on stage, please, no talking, no being on your phone, just sit there, and even if they're not your friend, please just give them all the attention, all the laughs, laugh hard, clap hard, have a good time, guys, right? Can we do that? Can we have a good time there? Great. This is awesome. I'm very happy for that. What else should I tell you? I'm originally from Glasgow in Scotland. Thank you. Yes. There you go. One guy. Nice. Are you from Scotland?
I lived in Edinburgh for a year.
Oh, fuck off. I'm from Glasgow. That's... Boo. Get this guy out. He was late and he lived in Edinburgh. Security, please. I'm originally from here, so I'm just, because if there's some people who are not from Canada here, you probably enjoy this joke, right? And if you're Canadian, maybe not so much, right? But I want to make some fun of Canadian people here.
I'm from Hungary.
You're from where?
Hungary.
You're from Hungary?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, nice. Okay, great. I didn't ask you, but that's fine. No, I'm just kidding, yeah. You're from Hungary? How long have you lived in Canada?
32 years.
32 years? Holy shit. Nice. How did you end up in Canada? I made some bad decisions in life.
Exactly.
And I had no way to get back. Yeah.
Fall in love, come here.
You fall in love,
and
came
the
here.
guy left me.
And a guy left you.
He went back to UK.
You went back to the UK, but you're still here.
Yeah.
And you're having a good time.
I have 2 kids.
You have 2 kids. Who are you here to see?
Attila.
Okay, you had to think about that for a minute though.
I wanted to say I have 2 kids. Christina is.
Okay, okay, nice, great, okay, cool, okay, nice. I just want to talk to you. I feel like you have a very interesting backstory that we all want to hear about.
You need about a year or 2 years.
Okay, we don't have a year. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, that's. I'm originally from Glasgow, Scotland. I've lived in Canada now for 13 years, and I almost see people always ask me, why did you come to Canada, John? Right? Why Toronto? And this is the real reason. People always think there's a actual romantic story, fell in love or whatever, right? But the real reason why I came to Toronto was the cheapest city to fly to from Glasgow. That's the only reason. This is why I'm here for you guys tonight, because I'm a cheap Scottish person, right? And every single day of my life, I am very, very, very grateful for the fact that flights to Saskatchewan were very expensive. Anyone been to Saskatchewan before? Yeah, a couple people. Yeah, are you from there, or are you just? Yeah. One of the worst places in the world. Have you never been, avoid it, right? It's the only place where I'm a white person, so I've never been racially abused outside of Saskatchewan. I got racially abused in Saskatchewan by other white people during my set in rural Saskatchewan. Someone shouted out in the middle of my set, "Why don't you go back to your own country?" To me. Because in rural Saskatchewan, I'm the most exotic person they've ever seen in their life. What I've noticed about Canadian people are kind of weird, right? Canadian people are obsessed with anyone who has an accent. This is what I've realized over the years. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're obsessed, right? Yeah. I'm not the immigration. Don't worry, it's fine. Everything's good.
Yeah, I agree completely.
What's that?
I completely agree.
Yeah, no, exactly, right? Obsessed with accents, right? And I'm fucking sick of it, especially white people. If you're white and Canadian, the likelihood is that you have Scottish heritage and you make that your entire personality. And then you meet a real life Scottish person and you think that I want to talk to you. And I don't. And I will say that on behalf of every single Scottish person you ever meet for the rest of your life. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to hear. I was in a coffee shop and a woman said to me, "Oh my God, you're Scottish? I'm 33% Scottish." A stranger said that to me. That's fucking weird. Don't do that. I was like, I'm 100% not interested, Canadian people are so weird. Every single Canadian person knows the exact percentage of ethnic backgrounds. And every single Canadian person uses that, like it's interesting. But I wanted to let you know, Canadian people, nowhere else in the entire world does this. Just you weirdos. Right? It's strange. Stop it. Right? Because here's the thing, I'll let you into a little secret about me, and I'm ashamed to admit this, but my father is English. I know, don't worry, I'm in therapy. Don't worry about it, right? I'm in therapy for an incurable mental illness, you know? But by going by that logic, though, I would never tell anyone that I am 50% a fucking cunt. You know, I would never tell you. Would never do it. Good. Nice little second laugh. I like that. Love that. The people in the back just getting that joke. That's fine. It's hard doing comedy when you have an accent too. They get the joke, then the accent, and it's like, yeah, it travels back, yeah. Take your time, people in the back. It's fine. Canadian people say this to me a lot when they hear my accent, right? They'll say this to me, they'll go, Canadian people say this, they'll go, maybe 9 times out of 10 they'll say this, they'll go, oh, I love your accent. I wish I had an accent. That's what Canadian people say to me with a straight face. I wish I had an accent. Guys, Canadian people don't think they have accents. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Canadian people are so arrogant, you guys think you have the original voice. And it's so funny to me, right? Because I hate to break it to you, you do have an accent. Everyone in the world has an accent. Just turns out that your accent, the Canadian accent, is one of the stupidest fucking accents I've ever heard in my life. A ridiculous sounding accent, right? Because if you don't know what a Canadian accent sounds like to you, because you're so used to your own voice, let me break it down. Very confusing talking to Canadian people. Because no matter what you say to a Canadian person, they always answer the same way. You always go, yeah, no. What? Which one is it? Or sometimes you guys will add a little extra spice into that one. You guys go, yeah, no, for sure, eh? That's too many hockey pucks to the fucking head. What is going on? I think what Canadian people mean to say when they say, I wish I had an accent, I think what you guys really mean to say is, I wish I had a sexy accent like yours, John, right? Scottish accent, #1 sexiest accent in the world, according to science. It's a fact, it is. I saw it on TikTok last week, I'm taking it, right? Canadian accent wasn't even in the top 100 sexiest accents. It wasn't, I hate to break it to you, Canadian accent, not a sexy accent, right? There is no YouPorn search for hot milf from Calgary talks dirty to you. And here's the thing, guys, whenever I sleep with a Canadian woman, which is all the time, just out here smashing puss, you know how it is. Whenever I sleep with a Canadian woman, they always say this to me, they're always like, do you want me to talk dirty to you? And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. Nothing more of a boner killer than getting called buddy during sex. Not for me. Okay, guys, we have an amazing show. You guys sound like an amazing audience. Please give it up for yourselves. Are we ready to start the show? I just need to. Oh, someone's. Oh wait, this guy's. Is this guy coming in? What's he happening? I want to make sure this guy's coming in. Is he coming in? Come in, quick. Let's go. Come on, quick. We're gonna start the show. Come on, sit. What's going on? You have a baby? You brought a baby to a comedy show? Oh, okay. At least I got the bad words out of the way before I come in. Do you want to come and have a seat? Yeah, come in. Sorry. It's okay. That's all right. Pay attention over here. We've all seen a fucking baby, okay? This baby's going to do 5 minutes of stand-up by the end of this night, okay? Okay, let's reset the room because I want to give all the energy to the first guy coming on stage. Are you guys, one more time, are you guys ready to start the show? Guys, please make some noise for your first act. It's Attila Mihaly!
Hello, my name is Attila Mihaly. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be anywhere, really. I'm from Brampton. Last year was pretty rough for me. I got cataracts. It's like the thing that your grandpa or like senior dog gets, except I did it at 20. Yeah, my first time being an overachiever. I'm better now though. I did get the surgery. Though sadly, after my surgery, my partner did break up with me. Yeah. After I told them that I'm happy to finally see other people, for some reason they left. Don't worry, I'm now in a relationship with a beautiful girl. I know, thank you. I'm just as surprised as all the men that hit on me. I've been staying at her place for a couple weeks now. It's nice, but the closet's a little small. We were talking the other day, and she's convinced that I have the worst dating history, and I let her know that I think it's just the fact that it wasn't covered by the surgery. So I went on a date, the last date I went on, before I met my beautiful rock bottom. And it was this girl, her profile had all the things, said that she likes dogs, she recycles, she gives to the needy. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a dog dad, so I like that. And I used to work at a charity, so I asked her out on a date. We plan to go to outdoor art exhibit. We're gonna go day drinking. And that's when things got a little weird. So she showed up and she didn't have any alcohol. But I offered her one of my thermoses with the finest red that $10 can buy. That was an issue. The issue was that after chugging half a bottle of wine, she was fiending for more. And not normal, like Smeagol for the ring. Like, we need it, we want it, we must have the precious. So we began our quest to the nearest LCBO, and we walk in, she has no ID, her card gets declined, and now we're on the side of the street at a crosswalk trying to decide what to do. And then like a crackhead fairy godmother out of nowhere, this guy reaches in and says, I agree with the lady. It's Toronto, so I'm used to it. And I don't mind talking to strangers. So I'm like, oh, how's your day? And he's like, yeah, I just got out of prison. And I'm like, oh, for what? And it was something that rhymed with aggravated basalt. Yeah. And he's now homeless. And he's here looking for the guy that snitched on him to break his legs. Yeah, nice guy though, nice guy. Let's call him Juan, because he was one of the craziest motherfuckers I've ever met. So I'm here trying to nudge my date, because usually you're scared that your date's gonna kill you. And I think white guys are just one patchy beard away from looking like a serial killer. So I don't wanna get blamed. And then right as I'm about to go, he turns to us and says those 5 magical words. Do you wanna get a drink? And Smeagol over here, his eyes open so wide, I swear she said, my precious! Now we take our second trip to the LCBO. He also didn't have ID, but he did have cash. So I buy us drinks. We're now at a park, drinking, talking, listening to music. It's going pretty well. We start to find out that they have a lot in common. They grew up in the same neighborhood. They also knew a lot of the same people. They also did crack in high school. But no judgment. If I was popular, I probably could have done crack in high school too. I'm certainly built for it. That was my killer. The night is winding down, and we're we're about to go, and her friends call and say they want to hang out. So I'm like, all right, cool, finally, we can have our nice date. We're gonna go to a bonfire. And as her friends show up and I'm walking to the car, she turns and looks at him and says, "You can come too." Yeah. That's when I should have left. I think this is why white people are so good in horror movies, because they'll be like, "What was that? A blood-curdling scream? Let me see if everyone's okay." "Oh, do I want to go into the woods with 4 strangers and a psychopath? Yeah, I love nature." "Oh, he killed someone? He sounds misunderstood." So now I'm in the car, and you ever realize you're like the cast of a horror movie? Like, we have, obviously, Juan, the bad boy. Then we have my date, the prep, and her friends, the nerd and the black guy. And here's me just praying that all those years of being called a virgin in high school will finally pay off. And they did. I was the final survivor. This is me here telling you guys the story of the White Claw killer. No, don't worry. The only thing Juan killed that night was that pussy. No, that part's not a joke. That one's real. That one actually happened. I went to go check on them because they went to go pee, and they were there, fucking in a bush, like 2 rabbits just going at it. And you know, I'm not even mad. I kind of did it to myself. I did like her profile because it said that she gave to the homeless. I just didn't realize she also took it from them. Thank you.
Fantastic, right? Heck yeah, okay. Yes, your boy? Heck yeah, he's getting his flowers later, okay. Are we ready for your next act tonight, guys? Guys, please make some noise for the fabulous Leslie Hetherington!
Hi, so my name's Leslie Hetherington, and I'm a perfectionist. So I worked really hard to get dressed up for tonight's show. But you know, I don't think guys realize how much we go through for a night out, eh? Like, take this necklace with its microscopic clasp. Ever tried to put a necklace on when you're alone? It's bloody hard and embarrassing asking for help. What do? Ask a neighbor. Hello? Hi, I'm Leslie. I live down the hall. Could you please help me put on this necklace? What? No, what are you, some weirdo? Go away and stay away from my kids. Guess it's duct tape again. And take hook earrings. Whoever invented them has never been through a Canadian winter. Oh, sure, they look nice, but then you gotta put on a hat, you gotta put on a scarf and a coat just to go outside. Gotta get to the subway. Made it. It's nice and warm in here. Yeah, it's too warm. Okay, off goes the hat, undo the coat, loosen the scarf. Oh, shit. Okay, now my ear is pinned to my shoulder, and I gotta make a decision. Do I ask for help? Or do I just rip it out? So what if there's blood everywhere? At least I'm not some weirdo asking for help. But you know, speaking of weird, getting old is weird. The older I get, the more doctors want to poke and prod at me and squeeze things in my sensitive parts, like they're looking for a ripe avocado. Recently, I had to go for a colonoscopy, which if you don't know, is a pain in the ass, literally. But my doc says, oh, you're lucky. We just need a lower bowel look and see. Oh, I am the luckiest. Maybe you'll find a horseshoe up there. But you know, my therapist did say I should get in touch with my inner self. I don't think this is what she had in mind. To prep, they make you drink this sludge that tastes like the ocean with bleach. And it's not just a glass or two. It's like chugging a hot tub. Okay, now that much salty sludge may be fine for a porno star. But as women often do, I closed my eyes and swallowed. See, I don't do things half-assed. I cleaned out so well, I almost purged my appendix. But the worst part, if you can believe it, is being awake for the whole procedure. Yeah. And you know, usually when I give a man access to my innards, at least he takes me out for drinks first. Not this one. This freebie starts with a boa constrictor crushing my gut. And then the doc wants to show me the whole procedure on his new TV screen. Okay, well, I always kind of dreamt of being on TV, but this wasn't what I expected. Take a look at the new screen. What a beauty, eh? Watch that. Whoa. Whatever. I don't know what he's rambling about, but it looks like the upside down world on Stranger Things. Wait, is that Barb from season 1? No, that's Poop, he says. Oh, celebrity poop. No lucky horseshoe. You know, getting old is weird. But after this experience, take my advice. When the doc wants to look inside you, get the full colonoscopy with the drugs. Getting old also brings about unexpected changes. I miss the hot flashes everyone complains about, but I got breast cancer. It's okay. They caught it early, so I was lucky. But you know, cancer is weird because people react in weird ways, and everybody becomes an expert on your body. So I got the guilty breast out and said goodbye to any stripper career. And then my tree hugger friend said, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And then she adds, no point crying over spilled milk. Listen, honey, my kids drained these jugs a long time ago. You know? And then these people come out of nowhere. They're so kind. They want to give me their extra fat so I can rebuild a breast. Even my husband wanted to give me his love handles. I didn't want the extra hair. In the end, I got a fake boob, and all was great until I went through airport security and triggered an alarm. And so now it's not just docs poking and prodding at me. I got this guard squeezing my sensitive parts. And all I can think is, you think this is a weapon? What do you expect me to do? Smother a man with it? Isn't that kind of a male fantasy? If you're lucky, cancer can be fixed, but the world reacts in weird and unexpected ways. I'm Leslie Hetherington, thanks.
Fantastic. How are we doing, guys? All right? How are we enjoying this? All right? Yes. You guys have amazing energy, guys. Let's keep that energy going for your next act. Please make some noise for the fantastic Desmond Chong!
My daughter, she loves to read children books. And I find children books so annoying. It's trying to teach you a lesson, but in an indirect way. And they like to sugarcoat things. My daughter, she loves a book about Dr. Anthony. And Dr. Anthony lives in a small village with farm animals. Once upon a time, there was a little duck. He was screaming all day long with his friends, and he's not feeling so well. So little duck, quack, 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 went to visit Dr. Anthony. And Dr. Anthony said, "No more screaming in the house. Yay, good job!" And the moral of the story is, don't freaking scream in the house. I grew up in Hong Kong, and our children's story is much straightforward than that. One of the most famous classical of all times is about Little Pig. His name is Mak Dao. And one night, Mama Pig told Little Pig a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a boy. He disrespected his parents. And the next day, he died. It's so direct, right? No sugarcoating, none of the white people bullshit. It's so effective. Like to this day, I remember, okay? And everyone in Hong Kong, we respect our parents. I wish I could tell children's stories to my employees sometime. Hey Peter, I got you a book. I think you should read it. Once upon a time, there was a little beaver. And he was late to work. And next day he was hit by a bus. Keep it. And make sure you read it every night before you go to bed. 2 weeks ago, I injured my lower back. And I went to see a chiropractor the first time. And it was a scary experience for me. I thought it's gonna be quick. You tell them where the injury is, and they would do the thing, like pop, 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 and fix it, right? It was a 30-minute long appointment, but she was asking me questions after questions for 29 minutes. I feel like I was in an interrogation. So, tell me what happened. I injured my lower back right here. Okay. What were you doing? I was exercising. Exercising? What kind of exercise were you doing? I was exercising on the floor. What kind of exercise were you doing on the floor? Can you show me? I was having sex with my wife. Desmond injured his back from sex enter. Okay. So next time before you engage to your activities, make sure you stretch for 15 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. Like, my wife's not gonna like about the idea of it. So I went home that day and I told my wife about this. And she's like, our quickie just got 15 minutes longer. And now it's like 16 minutes. So I was trying to be smart and think, how do I get out from the situation? So now when I see her watching her Korean drama in the living room, I start to stretch way in advance. 1, 2, 3, 4. And my wife over here, like, Nah, not today. Go take out the trash. And I'm trying to get away from this awkward situation, and I go like, quack, 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 quack. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Did you enjoy Desmond?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you get to see him how he has sex as well, right? I mean, I don't know if it's just me and I've not had sex for long or whatever, but who has sex like this? How we doing, guys? All right? We having a good time? Aren't you guys fantastic? I didn't tell you to stop fucking clapping, no, right? There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's the energy we need. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna keep this show rolling on. Are you ready for your next act of the night? Guys, please make some noise. Be fabulous. Chella, Schumabana!
Hey everybody, my name is Chilla Shamangvati. You know, I always thought it'd be pretty cool to be a superhero. I even have the perfect origin story for it now. Because I lost both my parents in my 20s. Don't worry though, they weren't murdered, but I can't find them anywhere. Trust me, I have tried. The problem is though, I am way too socially anxious to even leave the fucking house. My superhero name might as well be Anxiety Woman! Hey, Anxiety Woman, please help us. There's a loud house party with hundreds of people in dire need of being saved and you're our only hope. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna be right back. I just gotta go feed my pet goldfish, okay? And then I never come back. Those people would be dead like my fucking parents, okay? Let's be honest though, the pandemic was great for us socially anxious people, am I right? Woo. We got to stay home for months and nobody said a damn thing. Hell, they even found a way to make contactless delivery a thing. Now the only thing I need to worry about is my neighbors seeing me sneak out of my house at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, still in my jammies, just there like, don't mind me, having my little midday crisis. Don't even get me started on the mobile orders, okay? I haven't had to talk to a real person since 2018. I went to McDonald's the other day, and I'm that asshole that makes the employee bring my iced coffee out in the middle of winter to my car. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting for them, and I quickly scribble a little note on a cardboard paper, and the second I see them walk up, I push my seat all the way back and behind my little cardboard note that just says, leave food on dash. The second they're gone, I come out from my little hiding spot and I scarf down my food right there in the parking lot like a starving little gremlin. You know, my therapist tells me my anxiety comes from me being such a people pleaser. Like, I need people to like me, okay? You don't understand, seriously. Do you guys like me?
Yeah.
It's okay, you don't have to lie to me. If you don't, I can go jump off a bridge right now. That is totally fine. If you want, you definitely hear me screaming the whole way down. You know, I just be like, are you guys mad at me? Guys? Guys? Anyway, being a people pleaser leads to making some pretty bad decisions sometimes. Like last summer, my Irish friend asked me to go to the beach and go kayaking with her. Listen, I got sick on a 15-minute ferry ride once, okay? Why the hell would I say yes to this? Let me tell you why. Fucking peer pressure, okay? You ever try to say no to an Irish person? That shit's not possible, all right? All of a sudden, I become more adventurous just because someone with an accent wanted to hang out with little old me. Great times, great times. So it starts off okay. We're going, we're having fun, having a couple of little mixed drinks, sharing a lit joint. Here's the thing, we're on an inflatable kayak, okay? Yeah, if you needed a second to let that sink in. I was about to sink in, trusting two intoxicated idiots with fire on a pool floaty. I'm sorry, flammable much? Anyway, so we are having a fun time, enjoying our day, and all of a sudden, I decide that my brilliant idea is gonna be to be Michael Phelps and jump into the water. Why? Don't know. I get seasick, I'm terrified of boats, I can't swim, but sure, here we are. We're gonna go jump in the water. So I'm in there, right? I'm flailing around. And now I realize my life jacket's too big on me because it looks more like a shame cone than a life-saving device. Yeah, you know that cone that your dog gets as a consolation prize after he's just had his balls ripped off? Yeah, I look like a freshly neutered drowning dog just in the water like... Only difference is dogs know how to swim. So then my friend decides to ruin my day even more. She shouts out the most devastating sentence I've ever heard in my life. She goes, "Hey Chilla, where are your glasses?" Immediately, I'm turning into anxiety woman again. I just start thinking to myself, oh fuck, I drove us here and my glasses, they just left me for some algae at the bottom of Lake Ontario? Oh God, and now my friend is gonna leave me too and I'm gonna die alone. What am I gonna do? Finally, this bitch decides to stop recording me. And now this 140-pound human anchor is just hanging off the side of her life raft while she paddles us back to safety. And I'm just there dodging that paddle, trying to not get smacked in the fucking face. The second that my feet can touch the ground, I let go of this kayak and I start stomping through the seaweed-infested water. And I don't notice the couple trying to take cutesy little pictures in front of the sunset. So I'm heading directly towards them like some fucking swamp monster, locked onto its target, ready to be caught on camera for the first time. Great. Moral of that story is, don't ever step out of your comfort zone. Just be like anxiety woman and stay home. Don't be a hero. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we're happy for the show. 3 more comics left. Good? Were you whispering? I heard someone whisper. What'd you say? Who said something? I fucking heard someone. Isn't it weird when someone whispers is louder than it actually is when someone talks? They're like, yeah, she was very good. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, I'll tell you a quick joke before you bring up your next act. I want to ask anyone, so I'm a single person living in Toronto, and I think at this point in my life I'm retired from dating. I've had enough. Who make some noise if you're single? Yeah, one person just like, yeah. A couple people in the front, yeah, nice. Okay, make some noise if you're in a relationship then, Mary. Some people think clap at both. I guess the polyamorous people are in the room. I don't know what's going on. I will say this. If you're in a relationship right now, stay with that person. There is no one else out there. I have checked. If you go home tonight, look at your partner and think to yourself, I could do better, you fucking can't. That's it for you, you know? It's rough out there. It's rough. The problem I have with dating, there's a lot of things I have a problem with dating, but one thing is, yeah, I've got a lot of problems, guys, but we don't have time for it. But see me after the show, I'll tell you. But the one problem I have with dating is Canadian women. Canadian women Just in general. No, but it's just like Canadian women have a fantasy of Scottish people that I can't live up to. Because every Canadian woman has watched too much Outlander. And every Canadian woman has a fantasy in her head of like getting picked up by like a long-haired, ripped Scottish guy in a kilt, takes her on the back of his horse, takes her to the castle, takes her in the castle, there's a rug on the floor, there's a fireplace, there's candlelight everywhere, right? Makes sweet, sweet love to her all night long. That's, I can't do that. I'm not Outlander Scottish. I'm Trainspotting Scottish. I don't have a horse or a castle. I have a bike in a basement apartment, you know, right? There's candlelight, but I haven't paid the hydro, that's why, you know? I'm laughing about how sad my life is there, guys. I did go on a date recently. My last date I went on, let me tell you about this, okay? I went on a date. I was very anxious to be on a date because I don't go on a lot of dates. I was very anxious and I wanted it to go well. So I said to my friend, who's female, I said, what should I do on this date so I don't mess it up? And she said, John, you have to do 2 things. Number 1, you have to pay for everything. I was like, no problem. I'm a professional stand-up comedian in Canada. Fucking loaded. Drink tickets are on me, baby. Help yourself, you know? And then she said, the second thing you gotta do, John, is you have to compliment her on something obscure about her outfit or her appearance. And I didn't know what she meant. So I asked her, what do you mean? She said, well, for example, why don't you tell her she has a nice clavicle? This is a real story, by the way. This is what a woman suggested I say. So here's what I did, guys. I went home, Googled the word clavicle, step number 1, right? Not very bright, you know what I mean, right? Then I was like, well, I can't tell strange women from the internet that they have nice bones. Not when you look like me. Not when you look like every serial killer in a Netflix documentary. If I start commenting on a woman's skeleton, she's going to think she's going to end up my fucking freezer at the end of the night, you know? I went on the date. She had a beautiful clavicle. I kept my mouth fucking shut. Hinge is the worst dating app, though. Hinge is the worst. If you're on dating apps, if you're in a relationship, you don't know about this, but please, don't, as I say, don't break up people, because dating apps are rough. They're rough out there, right? And but there's many of them, but Hinge for me is the worst one, right? And Hinge is an app where you can go on there and you can talk to a woman, and if they like you back, they'll talk back to you, back and forth. That's how it goes, right? That's the regular part of Hinge, right? Now there's another part of Hinge that I don't like, and it's called the standout section. Now in the standout section, it's a little different from this section, because in this section, this is where all the beautiful women of Toronto live, right? They're being gate-kept over here. Not like in this ugly person section, you know what I mean, right? And not like, and in this section you can talk to anyone, but in the standout section, you're not allowed to just talk to them. The only way you can talk to these beautiful women is, here's what happens. Once a week, Hinge gives you an allowance of a digital red rose that you must present to one of these fair maidens. Like a really pathetic episode of The Bachelor. But here's the catch, there's only one rose, but there's many of these women, and it gets refreshed all the time. So if you want to talk to more of these women, you have to buy more roses, because Hinge is just like, you're a fucking loser, you have money, you're not going out, you're not getting laid, spend money here, right? Right? And recently, you know how like young people will say something that's cringy or cringe or whatever, right? And I knew what it meant, but I'd never really experienced it until recently. And it was me. Wait. It was me, a 43-year-old man, on a dating app with my weekly allowance of a digital red rose, giving it to a strange woman on the internet, and spending the rest of the day going, oh, I wonder if she likes me, you know, right? And she never does, it's fucking pathetic, right? But here's the thing, every single Sunday, your rose gets refreshed. So you know on Sunday night, I'll be back on Hinge like, who's got a nice clavicle for daddy? You know? you very much, guys. Yes. Guys, are we ready for your next act tonight? Guys, this next act is fantastic. Please make some noise for the fabulous Gladys Chung!
Hi everyone, I'm Gladys Zhang. I just came from China. So first of all, apologize for my English. 2 weeks ago, it's 14th of February, and I sent my sincere wishes to the loving couples. And they were not happy. As I said, Happy Volunteers Day. But I'm improving. I'm promising. Last night, I had a dream. In English. I was arguing with someone and I won. I'm not good at dating because I'm clumsy. One time I was date at a girl's home and we drank some wine, lit some candle, and we smell something burning. And she said, "Oh Gladys, your hair is on fire." I said, "What?" And I never saw that girl again. But I do have a new haircut. And recently I was at a date. I want to act all cool. But first, I need some fresh air. Oh, then I walked into a glass door and hit my eye. I didn't see that coming. And I even didn't know why I'm in tears until the girl said, "Oh Gladys, you have blooding." Then I went to the hospital. And the question the nurse most seriously asked me is the glass door okay? I said, what? But yes, that question is good. Yeah. Then came the doctor. He checked my cut very carefully and said with amazement, "This cut is perfectly straight." I said, whoa! This is the first time in my life someone has told me I look straight. The next day, I had to go to the college, and on the way, I feel people looking at my cut and suddenly avoid my eye contact. Then I got it. Now I'm the tough person. Like the badass. This is my place. Got all to my place. Even though I'm still a newcomer. And having this cut started making my life hard. I went to the shopper and I used Apple Pay. What? This is still Gladys. I had to go to pay by cash. I went to the cashier, and the cashier said to me, "Do you need a bag?" "Ooh." "Thank you, have a good day. Next." I went to the subway, and I want to read some book on my Kindle. And I found it weird why the character is holding a fish. I found, oh, it's another Kindle. It's Tinder. It's not good. Then I went on the St. Andrews station and I fell asleep. When I woke up, I'm at St. Andrews station. I have gone all the way to Kipling. I had to go back. Why didn't someone wake me up? Because you know the rule of TTC? If you see something, say something. it's hard for me to do a cooking class. Not even one eye, broken eye. And I'm scared because I accidentally put whiskey into the cream of mushroom soup. Because I think the recipe said whiskey, but actually it said whisk. And my chef is professional. My classmate said he can taste half of the Li Bei in the soup. And I'm so scared. And I present my soup to my chef. And he tasted. That tastes good. I said, what? Half a bowl of whiskey in the cream of mushroom soup. Good? Professional. And then I go home and I couldn't find my butter knife anywhere. Did my roommate steal it? I text her. Do you have my butter knife? And because my eye is not so good, I didn't know that the word of butter knife was automatically changed to the word boyfriend. So what I really text her was, do you have my boyfriend? And it's not usual. She replied me very quickly. She said, I thought you were gay. Then, with a lot of shocking emojis. Then I think, wait, am I really gay? I'm better at dating women. And my dog said, I'm perfectly straight. And now I have missing my boyfriend. Confused. Finally, I found my butter knife in the microwave. But still, I haven't found my man yet. Thank you, I'm ready.
Oh my God, how good was that, guys? Not only great comedy, but doing it in your second language too. Holy shit. You should have clapped for that. Doing comedy in your second language. Just like me. Alright guys, we have 2 more comics left and they're both absolutely fantastic. Are you ready for your next act of the night? Guys, keep that energy going. Please keep clapping for the fabulous Jane Youth.
Hey y'all! Hey! I'm Jane Moot. You know, I always knew I was bad with directions. You can't use words like east and west with me. I didn't know how bad I was till a few years ago. I found a lump in my right breast. But the cancer was in my left breast. Apparently you can't use words like left and right with me either. So I asked the doctor for a vasectomy. She holds my hand, looks deep into my eyes and says, "Oh, but Janie, you have such nice breasts." I went, "Wow." Thank you. Normally I would have got a dinner before a comment like that. You know, when you have the cancer, you have so many doctor's appointments. You go in, you sit down, you take your shirt off every single time. It was so bad, I went to buy a pair of shoes one day. Thank you, I'm Jamie. The salesman says, "Have a seat." I sat down, took my shirt off. He said, "Wow, nice breath." This is the Foot Locker. You know, you get so many needles. And I fucking hate needles. It took 4 nurses once to give me 1 shot. For real. One had to stand behind my chair so I wouldn't back up. One actually sat right on my knee so I wouldn't run away. Third one held my arm steady. And then the 4th one did the job. I had to give myself a needle for 7 days in a row after every chemo treatment. It was so hard. Standing behind my chair, holding my arm steady, and then jabbing. You know, cancer sucks. But you sure meet a lot of great bald people. I had to spend about a week in the hospital after all my chemo treatments. Yeah, I was one of those cool bald people. So I asked the nurse if I could have a shower. He says, "Yeah, sure." Comes back, hands me a towel and some soap and says, "Sorry, we don't supply shampoo." I know that one's a little sleeper. I had to give a urine sample. Ladies, I think there's ladies out there. You know how hard it is to pee in that little bottle? Like you have no, like you don't know where to go with it. You get pee all over your face. You get like 2 drops in the bottle. And like, it's so bad. So one time I wish I was a boy. So I thought to myself, gotta be a better way. So I looked. On my breakfast tray, there's apple juice. So I took that apple juice, put it in my little sample bottle, put the lid on it, and left it there for the nurse to pick up. The nurse comes walking in, picks up my sample. "Oh, this doesn't look right." I said, "Oh, here, let me put it through again." True story. So there is some good stuff having the cancer. No, seriously. I got my first tattoos only because I have the cancer. Yeah, they had to put little black dots all over me to know where to zap me with the radiation. I look like one of those dogs from the movie 101 Dalmatians. But my first tats. And OHIP paid. I had some late effects from the radiation. I had to see a specialist for it. I had a big lump on the side of my breast. It was as big as a golf ball, as hard as a golf ball, and it even had those little dimples like a golf ball. Get ready to laugh. I looked down at myself looking for the word titillist. So the specialist says, "Okay, Jane, to get rid of that, we have to massage." So I'm laying on the bed, naked from the waist up. Nice breast. And he starts massaging my breast. He calls over his nurse and she starts massaging my breast. Then he calls over my wife and she starts massaging me. I'm looking down at my nice breasts thinking, 6 hands massaging my breast. Fantasies do come true. And oh, hip pain.
All right, we have one more act left. Okay, you guys, yeah, okay. Do you know who it is? Are you ready? Okay, what about this side? Are you ready as well?
Let's give it up for our amazing host and teacher of the night. He says last performer, I say headliner. We'll agree to disagree on that one. Anyway, you know what? I woke up this morning with another mystery bruise. Has anyone else had one of those? You know, that bruise that just comes out of nowhere? You know, I don't know if I just forgot, I didn't notice, or I'm just like an overripe peach now. At any rate, you know, back in our 20s though, they weren't mystery bruises, they were actual battle scars, and you usually knew where they came from. Your friend would be like, hey, where'd you get that bruise? And you'd be like, oh my God, Saturday night, a martini. And she'd be like, yeah, I got this one, falling on my face, coming out of Quiznos on Friday night. Actually, come to think of it, this was definitely more of a girl problem. Ladies, why did we have bruises all over our legs in our 20s? Wait, keep that to yourself. You know what, now, even after 20 years of marriage, when my husband notices a mystery bruise, he's like, hey, where'd you get that? It's no longer cute, it's not a funny story, it's just a liability. I'm like, I don't fucking know, it's a mystery bruise. You know what, it's even inspired a little song in our household. Mystery bruise, I just woke up with another mystery bruise. Oh yeah, by the way, when you guys home and you wake up with an unexplained bruise, you're gonna sing that song. You're welcome. To be 20 though, right? Have you ever noticed that 20-year-olds, they have way cooler jobs than we used to? Digital marketing, content creator, influencer, and of course the coveted model. You know, a lot of people have the job title model nowadays. Apparently, you can be a self-proclaimed model now. I remember when I was younger, there was one girl in our entire town who was a model. Of course, we all hated her. Now, you guys all had one, right? Now, every cute girl who can take pictures and post them on the internet, well, she's a model. But you know what? None of these people will ever know the glamour and the glitz of working at the mall. Yes, I don't know if there's some millennials here, but yes, my friends, working at the mall was a cool job. But there was a hierarchy of coolness. Cinema, very cool. Clothing store, cool. Food court, not so cool. Anything to do with feet, well, I'm sorry, we felt sorry for you. I myself, I did have a long career spanning most of my 20s, and I worked in a mall. I worked my way up from store greeter to head office. And one of my jobs was to travel from mall to check on all the stores. Now, this one time, I was visiting a store, making sure everything was up to standard, when I felt a rumble in my tummy. You guys know you've all been there. And it was the kind of rumble that needed immediate attention. I quickly ran into the bathroom, pulled down my pants, and took care of business just in the nick of time. Feeling relieved, I flushed the toilet. And my worst fears were realized. No sweet sound of the water flowing. Just the sad metal clicking of that metal handle going up and down with no relief. I'm now realizing that this giant dump I just took in this very, very tiny bathroom, it ain't going anywhere. Well, you know what? I've had enough of these situations not to panic. So, surprisingly, I'm doing okay here. My first thought, the tank. I carefully lift the lid off the tank and start playing with, that little metal stopper thing. No luck. But you know what? I gotta put water in that tank. I turn on the tap, and with my hand, I take the water, I throw it into the tank. This is not gonna work. No way. And you know what? I'm not proud of this next part, but my problem-solving skills did come into action. Do I smush it down the sink? Possibly, but it's one of those drains with, those little, small... It's not going down. Do I throw it out? Yes! This is a great idea, right? I scan the room. There's no goddamn garbage. All right. I know what I have to do. The light bulb goes off. If I can't flush it, I can't smush it, and I can't toss it, I have to transport the turd. Yeah, this is a true story. So I go for it. I reach into that toilet with my bare hands, okay? Bring it up and carefully wrap it up in the appropriately brown-colored paper towel. All I gotta do is get this bad boy out into the mall and throw it in the garbage. But how? Well, my friends, I have a purse. I place it in the purse, in that little zippered portion, because, that's what it's for. Carefully laying it down so that I keep it intact. I wash my hands because, I'm a good employee, right? And I set off to complete my mission. I walk out of the back room and into the store, feeling actually quite proud of how I've managed this crisis, right? I mentioned to the manager, hey, I'm just gonna go out into the mall and grab a coffee. And as I'm walking, I hear her shouting. Yeah, I keep walking, head down, don't look up. She's waving her hands now. Cheryl, wait, I have to do a bag check. A bag check? A motherfucking bag check? Of course you don't become manager without knowing about the bag check. I stop, scared shitless. Will she discover that hot little steaming friend just so carefully wrapped up and put in my purse? Will she smell it? What the fuck is she going to think? I think about it. Should I just bolt? Risk being called a thief? Or should I risk the humiliation that I literally just handled my own feces? She comes over, checks the bag. She lets me go. I walk out into that mall, toss that turd into the closest garbage I see, and keep on walking. You know what? I haven't really thought much about that in my many years, but I do wonder sometimes, did she ever know what was in my purse? Did she actually think I shat my pants and took pity on me? But you know what? When I think about it, a little ditty pops in my head. Mystery poo, I just threw out my mystery poo. Thank you.